Who would have thought that the prices in Toronto and GTA are going to get back to 2019 levels? You might have heard from the bulls that real estate always goes up, it's never gonna crash, and we have too many people coming into this country, which is going to keep the prices up forever. Just buy and wait. What we are seeing right now is the nicer homes in the nicer neighborhood in GTA are going back to 2019 price levels. And this is happening when we saw the most aggressive rate hikes in the last 2 decades. In an environment like this where the rates are going up, the debt becomes expensive, the money becomes scarce, that pushed the buyers completely out of the marketplace. At the same time, we're seeing the prices are falling like a rock, and this is not going to be a single event. As I mentioned in my last video, it could drag on for multiple years if history is a teacher, just like we saw in 1990s. And this is when the GDP is also contracting. So imagine we had 1 million people came into this country last year, and almost we're going to end up this year with 1 million plus people as well. At the same time, we are seeing GDP contracting. We have seen 2 quarters of negative GDP growth, which is the technical definition of recession. So we are already in recession, whether you officially declare or not. Imagine if we did not have immigration. If we had zero immigration, where would we stand with regards to GDP? I'll let you be the judge. So at the same time, you have GDP contracting, you have currency dropping like a rock against US dollar. 7-month low Canadian dollar competing against US dollar. And I'm afraid that this is going to continue. The house prices are falling like a rock, and interest rate is going to go up. Even though if they pause, that doesn't mean that they're going to cut anytime soon. So the money is becoming expensive. At the same time, the best thing that you can do is to deleverage yourself as much as you can. So if you own a property in GTA, anywhere in GTA or in Toronto, and you have a sizable equity into your property, the best thing you can do is to get rid of your liability. The way you're going to do it is, if you don't have to commute every day, if you're commuting to work maybe once a week, twice a week, which is manageable, sell your property in GTA, get the equity out, and use that equity to buy something on cash. Okay, you can go out of GTA an hour drive away or hour and a half drive away, which is manageable for twice or thrice a week, and buy something on cash. Get rid of liability completely. Even if you cannot 100% get rid of it, you can reduce it down to maybe 75% of your mortgage, or 80% of mortgage paid. Okay, that way you can reduce your liability to the maximum. And in that condition, if rates stay for longer, or even if they go to 10%, you don't care because your mortgage is too low. You can manage it. Okay, this is exactly what I did. I used to own a property in Milton, if you're aware of the GTA neighborhood. At some point, that property was being sold for 1.5 million plus back in 2022, February and March. And I had a little bit of equity into it. So this year, I sold that property. I used that equity to buy something outside of Toronto, and reduce my liability by 75%. Now today, my mortgage is very negligible, but it is very minimal, so I can manage it. Even if the rate goes up to 10%, I don't care because my liability is much lower. So in an environment where you're seeing all of these things are playing against leveraging, against the people who have too much leverage, you have to do something to deleverage yourself. Okay? So try to think about this, because that opportunity may not last long. What we have seen in the last 2 years, the property market is going back to pre-pandemic levels. So if you don't take advantage of this, it could go down to even further 2017, 2016 levels. Who knows, right? The whole myth about real estate always goes up is being proved wrong in front of our eyes. Okay, so you have to think about yourself, how you can protect your financial well-being going forward. And if you are the one who has, I think majority of us have much of our net worth tied up with our primary residence, then you should take advantage of it and get rid of your liabilities as much as you can, as soon as possible. Let me know what you think about this. Put your comments down below, And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.